Hey guys, welcome to Custom 3DM. So today we are going to be going over how to make your own dungeon tiles in Blender. Now, first of all, I am going to assume that you guys already have Blender or know how to get Blender. We personally have it through Steam. You can go to blender.com to download the rest. Now, the way that we're going to do this is actually through a system already in place through the open lock system that printablescenery.com makes available to anybody and everyone. So go ahead and go to Chrome. As you open up Chrome, which I need to full screen this for you guys, you will just type in here, Printable Scenery. Now, go ahead and go to printablescenery.com. As you open this up, you will notice, I do not like this around there. Okay, there we go. Go to search products right here at the top. You're going to go ahead and type in temp and hit enter, so you can search their site. What you are looking for is this right here, the Open Locks tessellation templates for free. Now, this has been made available to anybody and everybody absolutely free by printablescenery.com. Now, we're in no way affiliated with them. We have no links with them or anything. But all they ask is that if you're going to use these for yourself and you're going to post them up, or you are going to make money with these, that you at least have a mention in there that you got them from Printable Scenery. All products are your own. They are yours. You have all rights to them. But just mention that you got it from these guys. It's just nice. All right, so create yourself an account. As you can see up here, there's mine, and then just click download Open Lock Tessellation templates. This is the newest ones that have made by 2020, and just download them wherever you have them. Now I've already got them downloaded, so I'm going to go and exit out of this. Now, next thing you're going to do once you download them is you're going to open up your file. Make sure you go to wherever you downloaded them at, and you want to look for the zip file. Now, as you can see, I have a lot already in here, but here we go. We're just going to pass it up. So go ahead and unzip it. You just right-click, extract all here. That's all you got to do. I've already done that, and you will notice up here at the top, I have the Open Lock Session Lock templates, and it's very nice how they already have these nice and organized for you. Very, very cool. Something else for you to be able to have, this Open Lock reference sheet right here. Very important. When you open that up, this will actually give you a list of all the different EAs, KLMs, all that. The reason that's important is their organization system is spot on, but it is a bit weird of looking at this. So we're just going to look at primary floors. So if you don't see the names on here, so we want ETRP. That's a standard 4x4, right? That is the E1 right there. And then you have the EA template. You come over here. It's on the bottom. It's actually not showing EA in here, but it's possibly in just the other location. But you can easily reference this sheet to look over here and be able to see it, so that you can have the ones you want. This is actually a 6x6 tile. I know, like I've used them some of them. This is just a 6x6 inches is the 2x2 template. All right, so I digress. Now let's pull out of here, go into Blender. Once you have that done, we're going to go and hit X for delete. Now we want to import the STL file. There we go. Now we are going to go to the main D. We're going to go where we have it downloaded, and we want to open up, as we were just talking about. We're going to go and stick to primary floors for now. I'm going to use the ETRP, import it. Now there it is right there, the basic dungeon tile with open lock systems already set in place. Now I want to point this out to you guys just because this is something I had difficulties with. Just want to kind of help out here. If you look here, you will notice that on these pieces right here, they're kind of indented in. This is actually meant to be taken out once you do your 3D print and get it done. You just snip these out with some new small needle nose pliers or some tweezers. The actual place for the open lock system is in between them for them to slide in nice and snug. So just clean those two out in the middle, and then you're good to go. I actually did it on accident. So I'm going to go back to object mode. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to hit 7 to line this up. Let's just hit the hand and drop that down into view. Now you will notice up here, we're going to go to edit, click off, so we're off of this. Your selections have been moved to here. I actually really like this. So first we have the vertex selection, the edge selections, and the face selections. In order to get the proper texture on here, we're going to go and hit edge select, and then we're going to click here. You'll notice that once we click it, there's a small little white line at the area of which we chose. Now from there, just hold down shift, click the other corner, click another corner, and click another corner. Now all 4 corners are actually highlighted. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and right click in the open area, and we're going to go mark seam. What this does is just clearly marks our location, shows them all sitting right there, very nice and neat. Now we want to do face select. So we're going to select that face, select that face. Just hold down shift to get them all gathered together. Go and hit 7 so I can see it perfectly again. Let's just zoom out a little bit. That's centered screen. Now From here, what you want to do, and this is very important, right click, UV unwrap faces, and click unwrap. This is going to do is it's going to take this part of the model and it's going to unwrap that for us to be able to add to this and this alone without disfiguring the rest of our model and only adding texture to this. So now that we've done that, you want to right click, click subdivide, and do this quite a bit. I generally just do it until it's solid, one solid nice color, and then once I have that nice solid color, I go and hit it one more time just to make sure. Now the more you subdivide this, the more details you have, and depending on your system, it could be slower or faster. Okay, so now what you want to come over and do is you want to hit the settings modifier over here, this little bracket looking thing. So come click add modifier, go to deform, straight down from there is displace, add that. Now right here where you see coordinates, as soon as this box pops up, you're going to click where it says local and click UV map UV as well. Now, the reason why you want to actually do this is this right here goes and lets it know that the UV unwrap that we did here is where our details are going. Next, you don't have to click anything else here, although the strength and mid-level will be important later. Now you want to come down here to texture properties. This is a little checker box looking, let's play some checkers here. Alright, let's click it. Now you just want to hit new. So it's showing you the materials are going to be on displacement. We're going to click hit new. And right here, it should automatically display image or movie. If not, just click here, choose image or movie, and now you can open one. So here's something I had quite a bit of difficulty figuring out when I first got started. Nobody really ever wanted to mention where we could get these textures. But guys, it's very, very simple. All you need is a black and white or monochrome texture. So all you have to do is open up Chrome, or in your case, whatever internet browser you have. I prefer Chrome. Now, in your Google, just type monochrome. Excuse me, my texting is horrible. Stone texture image. Hit enter. Go to images and just look through here until you find one that you really like. Now, my recommendation here that I've had the best results with is looking for something that's drastically different. Now, see this right here, all drastically open, versus the ornate absolute detail of, say, this right here, marbled wall. The reason why is the way these are going to show up in 3D printing, this is just going to come through a whole lot simpler. Now definitely stick with black and white. It's not that we can't use this, it's just settings are a little bit more, and you want a drastic image in order to do it. Now we're using this for 3D modeling, so the image that we're doing is going to be a bit more extruded in Blender than it would normally be. So we're just going to go ahead and click one. We got an image sitting here. I'm just going to right click it, open image in new tab, and I'm going to right click this and hit save image as. Now you'll see I actually already got this one in here, so we'll just go ahead and just save right over it. I'm doing this so you can already kind of see the exact same process. It's the exact same thing that I do every time. So we're just going to exit out of this, and then we're going to go to open. When you go to open, just go to your current folder where you have your textures at. Mine happen to be here. Everybody's be in a different place. If you don't have a textures folder, make one. Remember where you put it. There we go. Stone texture. I'm going to go and use the one that I'm doing in this video. Open it up. Now, you'll see that we actually don't see anything at this moment. It's completely orange, right? Nothing here. Well, that's because we're still in edit mode. If you exit edit mode, hitting tab, boom. There is our image. Looks pretty, doesn't it? All right. So first, I'm going to go and show you some mistakes that can be made here. So we're going to go back over here. And this is already on the UV map, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you're getting a weird looking image like this right here, that's simply just because you forgot to fit the UV map. Just go back, click on the UV map, and it'll be fine. So local, UV, and we're all good. You notice these are all cleaned up, and we have our image again. Another mistake that a lot of people make is when they're printing these, they want them to look like, this looks nuts, right? Like, oh my god, I'm not going to be playing on that. I don't want to print on that. Like, why would I do that? Realize most of your stuff's going to be done in printing. You could take this, and yes, you could drop that down. Looks neater, doesn't it? Looks nice and clean. But don't forget, this is a digital image. You're actually going to be 3D printing the image. If we were to export this right here, which I will, just so I can show you, then you're going to want to issue. So first, let's go ahead and do File, Export, STL. So I'm going to go ahead and take this over. Let's go to main D. Let's go into our video projects, how to make dungeon tiles. I'm just going to delete the ones that I already have in here. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in the example wrong of how to do this. So we're going to export STL. Boom. So another thing that you want to do though before actually exporting those, and we'll fix that here in just a second, re-export, is they have a feature add-on that you can have in Blender that actually makes it a whole lot easier to make sure that objects are manifold. I don't know if you've run into that problem, but what that problem means is basically your image isn't solid. There's corners wrong. Your printer's not going to be able to read it. So we have a feature built in. Just go to Edit, Preferences, go to Add-ons, and type in 3D. Now, when you type in 3D, you just come down until you see this Mesh 3D Print Toolbox. Shift, click, and then personally, I like to come over here and hit Save Preferences, and then you'll have this right on the right-hand side. You just come here, click on your little arrow, and you have 3D Print sitting here. Now, what this allows you to do is to be able to make sure that the current mesh that you have will work with 3D printing, whether it's resin or FDM. So we're going to go ahead and first click Check All. We're going to check volume, area, solidity, and intersections to make sure that this is capable of 3D printing. It will automatically correct those upon doing it. So let's just hit Check All. You got the little icon going, and pretty soon it'll be dropping right here on the bottom. If you guys like what we do here on Custom 3DM as a YouTube channel, please follow us on Patreon. Link is down below. You can also check out everything that we do over at custom3dm.com. We have a full list of affiliate links and everything else that you could purchase to be able to have the exact same things that we use when creating all set projects in this channel. Joining us on Patreon right now, we're doing a limited time offer. First 100 patrons will permanently be in a category of being able to get one chance to get one free gift a month delivered. Basically, it's a free draw, I guess you can say. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the name. We're doing a free drawing to give out one free gift a month to a lucky Patreon member who's supporting us. We want to thank you very much. Okay, so you saw that pop on the bottom. Last thing we do is hit Make Manifold. There we go. Click it. Again, this might take a little bit. And boom, did it. It said negative 29 edges, negative 29 faces. Didn't fix any vertices though. All right, so File, Export, STL. Do it over the same one, save it. So now we actually have a manifolded foil just fine. So let's go ahead. Personally, I use Cura when working with my stuff. And what we're going to do is we are just going to import in our current that we're working with. So let's go over. Let's go to Video Projects. There's our 2x2. All right. The wrong example. Now let's drop that in there. So what you're going to notice is here, you see how we got the image perfectly on top? Wonderful, right? Sitting right there. You can come over here, check your measurements. Everything looks great. This is just Cura. It's one of the few different softwares they have available for slicing objects. This is what I use with my Neptune 2. So I'm going to hit Slice and let this go through. There we go. It says 48 minutes. I'm going to go to Preview. Yep, something's not right here. All right. See that? All flat lines. This, if you're familiar with the preview, whatever you see here is generally what you're going to see in your print. Shows the process of how it goes up and the way that everything winds up finalizing. There is no stone texture here at all. Now that is because we don't have our strength set correctly in the model. So if we go back into Blender, come back over here to our strength, and we actually go and set that to 1, even though it looks a little crazy here, we will notice a drastic difference over in our model for it to actually do it. So just to check it again, we're going to go ahead and hit Make Manifold, make sure this is okay. There we go, all good. And we're going to hit Export STL again. This time, we are going to just leave it as example. Hit Export STL. Let's drop out of this. Let's delete that. And so there is our stone floor tile example. We'll go ahead and just drop it in like we usually do. No manifold errors popping up, which is always nice. You'll see we have all that detail sitting there, which is beautiful. All right, now we go to our preview. Nothing there. Gotta hit Slice. Slicing and dicing. There we go. Boom. All right, now take a look at that. Doesn't that look great? All that's just sitting right there. Nice, beautiful image. All those there. Now, if you don't like the level of gaps that are in there, this can be prepared in the end when dealing with painting, and we'll be doing another video on how to paint these tiles quickly and efficiently so you actually have them tabletop ready. All right, Now this can be sliced, good to go. It's already sliced. We can save it as a TFT, and we are all set. Stay tuned for the next video to see this actually done. If you guys have any videos, any questions or comments about what you've seen in this video today, please feel free to leave a post down below, and please stay tuned to see further content coming. We'll be continuing on this, making dungeon tiles and how to use Blender 3.0, as well as showing how to actually sculpt and blend all sorts of different 3D models for your tabletop gaming, whether they be miniatures, dragons, and large different dioramas. We'll be doing it all. Stay tuned and game on, my friends.